Hey, how's it going, everybody? It is Jazzy, the Video Store Sasquatch here, and we are doing our review for Psycho Killer. A police officer tracks a killer after her husband, a highway patrolman, becomes one of his victims. Directed by Gavin Polone, and written by Andrew Kevin Walker. Reason why I said that is let's find out in a second. Georgina Campbell plays Jane Archer, and Malcolm McDowell is in this. A couple other people that you kind of spot and miss here throughout the movie that she runs into that you know, and you don't even really see the psycho killer's face really ever, which I think really kind of adds to the mystique of him. It's kind of like Michael Myers or mostly Michael Myers. You actually do see Jason's face at first, so but it's more like it's more scarier because you see glimpses of this side profiles and stuff like this. They did a very well job of covering him up. Plus, his voice is one of a kind, which actually makes it better than you would think because he is articulate and he also has a very deep voice, kind of like mine, but it is like more terrifying because he is so articulate as to where I am not as articulate. So it does really fit into this very well. I really like this movie, to be honest with you. I give it a B plus. It's a solid thriller. It's almost I thought it was gonna be more of a thriller, to be honest with you, and it's more like a solid, honestly, slasher movie because this is what this is, and kind of its essence and basis is this guy is just going around randomly killing people, and instead of like seeing like a teenager's point of view of it, or just so you know, a group point of view at like a lake or wherever we're used to doing these slashers. Like we spread it around across the country and introducing them to multiple different video or victim types and stuff like this. So it's a very interesting kind of compact movie here. The reason why I brought up the writer is because it's the same writer from Seven. So he does have like this kind of unique kind of style to him, and you definitely tell that throughout this whole one thing. One bad thing a couple of the things I'm gonna nitpick here. The beginning credits, they're running through those headlines. It's like it's so fast you can't even like read the headline. I think they should have slowed that down just a little bit. But other than that, this movie is like, and then there's a couple like other little editing stuff that you miss. But other than that, honestly, this movie really packs a punch at an hour and a half long. Honestly, I was like almost gonna get ready to check out at an hour mark, and that is like right when they kind of flame into the final climax part of everything. So I was like surprised of really honestly how well this movie was. I kind of hearing different things about it. I would give this movie a B plus, I believe. I think that that's a fair enough rating for this because it is I mean it's not like the greatest movie ever, but at the same time it's a solid hour and a half, pack tight movie. It's like I was saying, like, and even though it is a little, I wouldn't even say call it slow, but there is like a lot of story developing that you have to kind of give, like, scenes to and credits to in between these kills that he's doing. And it kind of leads also the kills lead into the clues. So you're following the clues through him sending them. So that's actually cool. We get to see him actually set the clues. That was another compliment I was going to give it. And then at the same time, we see her picking up the clues too, and kind of what all that leads to by the end, where they finally kind of confront. And we actually get a couple confrontations with her and him, which I thought was like fabulously done. Also, I mean, I really wanted to like sit here and kiss this movie's ass, but it is very good. I think I definitely suggest you check it out in theaters because it's just so much bigger and better and louder. But if you don't and you have to wait for streaming, definitely find this movie whenever it comes out. I think that maybe around Halloween time we might get a better assessment of where this movie is because it will be on the streamers around that point in time, and then we'll kind of see where the secondary people kind of see where this movie is at. I'm interested to see this weekend what the box office is going to be because there are that I can only imagine, and there are two other movies that kind of came out tonight, and I wonder if this one can kind of hold it because honestly, the theater I was at was a little bit filled, and I went to a late night showing on Friday night, so that is kind of like a good like kind of barometer that I've been noticing. So I could see this doing about like 15 million, and then kind of seeing where everything else adds up at the on that. And I know that like 50 million, like, well, that's kind of big this year, and especially in the early parts of the year when we're talking about February releases, where traditionally haven't been very good. Even though this year the 3 movies or 4 movies I did actually go to the theaters and saw, I actually have enjoyed. Um, as to where last year at this point in time, I think I was almost done watching movies. So I will say that this year is definitely starting off at a better pace for me, a better pace for the theaters, and hopefully that we're going to lead into a summer month movie. But that's kind of getting past the point. Definitely check out this movie here whenever you can. It is called Psycho Killer. Oh, and another thing I was gonna say before actually I do this is the ad campaign doesn't really give it justice. It kind of gives you this Psycho Killer song, and it makes you think that it's gonna be a little bit more campy or a little bit more like kind of fun and relaxed. This movie is not fun and relaxed. This movie is a very serious like slasher seven type of thriller movie. So that is something you should be prepared for before you even go and see it. This is like a serious, like like detective work, and they do take it like that. So for whatever that is worth, I hope that that kind of maybe changes your mind too if you've seen the trailer and you were like, I'm kind of on the fence because I don't know what this movie is. I think that this movie is a very serious slasher thriller that is like entertaining, and it has practical kills in it, which we all love, and it's an hour and a half punch, which is like the perfect like timing. So all that is very good. This movie, that movie is Psycho Killer, directed by Gavin Pallone. Think, guys, we're so close now. I got a couple more over this week. We're gonna get to the 100 probably by the end of the month, and by the end of the month, we'll have it figured out what we're gonna do. We'll do some type of watch along movie for the first time. Maybe even like like kind of test it out. We'll do a trailer watching so we can kind of see a reaction trailer watching time too. We'll figure out a couple of things we're gonna do with it, and then we'll get it going. Thank you guys very much for watching, and please have a good rest of your day or night. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Comment your top movie picks for Throwback Thursday in the comment section, and see you next time in the cave.